I'm getting sick of this shit. I mean, I'm getting really sick of this shit. You know, the shit with Alex, literally fucking Amy, and the Momotos, literally like the little Mexican dolls that pop out. I'm sick of this shit. I'm sick of this shit in general. You know that fucking thing with Neji and Penguin Drum that I've been doing for so fucking long? There was a teacher that I thought I was gay called, Mr. Rabbitshoe. Literally, he was tall, he was white, I think he was 60. Literally, he had gray hair and it looked like a fucking rhino. And what ended up happening was, literally, I recognized that he was just as fine as me, literally, when I was a fucking kid, and that, literally, that he used to do weird shit in front of Uncle David. Literally, that he actually had an injury because of how his domestic violence fucking came out. It's fucking crazy. Literally, I'm doing all this fucking research and shit, and literally, people are getting twice as childish. Literally, people are doing twice as much shit. I just figured out, literally, that one time, literally, when I was a junior in fucking high school, that literally, what Mr. Pably told me about, literally, don't feel sorry for yourself, don't be hitting yourself, or else it's gonna be a 5150 ride away. Literally, it's the same thing he told to Isaiah, literally, when he took Rihanna when he shouldn't have, and, the same thing he told Ben, and he goes around lately, and I had this assumption that I was special, and lately what he was doing is what adults do lately when they make a situation easier, and lately sometimes I have to take the bias side in order just to get by, when I drive you in the car, and it's really really fucking infuriating because when I have a lesbian cop lately fucking understand the beginning is elaborate, and then eventually have me start in the video after you're absorbing information over and over and over again. It's fucking infuriating because she feel like she can pay off that one part where I stutter, and instead of all that, when there shouldn't be no stuttering at all, you should pay for a cripple. Like how I told these people for 1,000 times, they're fucking idiots. And what's stressing me out is that it's not fucking stopping. I'm like, bro, this isn't the military. I don't care. Shit's in my head that in order to be your uncle, you have to be 10 times past the fucking military. This is me in a black. No, this is me that I have green eyes, but fucking this is the fact that I use fucking Shinobu. Literally, I know everything. When you use Shinobu, literally, I have the right to repose fucking everything. Alright, literally, he learned from his mistakes and started playing basketball flat because he recognized Shinobu was still. And you do not understand. I just got literally a negative comment from Livingstone with their novel, and he's my butler, literally saying all I need to do is get stitches where he tries to set me up, where a vodka, where a glass that fucking breaks, literally, and the one where he actually roasts me when I tell the whole fucking story, literally, is the one that actually has the like, literally, after he got physically fucking hurt, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. Nothing can escalate because you're childish and I'm willing to sacrifice. And the one who sacrifices is the one who truly wins on self-defense. And it was a fucking joke last time. What I mean by this video is that when Sabo beat me, he beat Stevezo a couple of times. Meaning that, when people back up what they say, don't take it that seriously. There's a story behind it. And I've learned a whole lot. I've learned a whole lot from life. Bruh, I'm just talking like literally. I used to watch this thing called, Dragon Ball GT Abridged, when, he pretended that Super Saiyan 4 Goku wants a porn star and started, voice acting. He's like, hey Frieza, do you like my sexy voice? And what I learned when I got older is that, looking that up, if it's still on YouTube, that means, it's still a blessing. And what that means eternally is that, just like the Soul Eater Abridged series that I can't look up anymore, if I can find a video that's still up there, due to copyright infringement, that means literally that it is a blessing. Because you can't find that video ever again. That's a classic laugh that can't be replaced. This is based off, when I didn't have internet, when I was showing at AMV to my router, it was Common Go, literally, and I had, blue scratching that cassette tape for the Cartoon Network summer commercials, and I've lived a long time, and the whole story as a whole, when you get Omar, Let It Come to You, I came back with Biggie Smalls and Nezuko, and it is the ultimate comeback of all time. But you put me in a situation, literally, where you said I didn't go to college. You compared me to people going to college, having full degrees, not getting laid, which is childish because material is just material, and you'll grow up. Literally, did you go to an event or not? Did something big happen or not? Do you have a car or not? That is the difference between, a child and an adult. Is that adult is involved in the world, and a child, just wants to stay inside. Oh, here's another token. Amy and Marlene were fighting over me in 6th grade. After I sung the song, after I did this shit on my finger, they were fighting over me. And this is only the beginning. And I swear, throughout everything, my biggest achievement when it comes to anime, knowing that anime was gonna die eventually, it might only be dead for little kids, because that's what it is. Let's just say, my biggest, achievement was Lloyd from Code Geass. What happened was, I went to a con lately, and then I saw a cosplayer of Lloyd, which is very, very frequent rare. What happened was, before, lately, this whole thing with Foundation, before, I became a voice actor, before I left, the crib, when I could do Goofy, because I was strong, and what, gave me the same conclusion of a voice actor was I can voice act some of the characters. Like Vegeta is pretty easy, everything else is pretty easy, but voice acting my main characters like Gabaya, Nokia, etc., I knew was two different worlds from NASA. So, the sanity is I can play up the fact that I know Taekwondo and I have, let's just say, the modeling thing is, connected to why I'm not having, physical validation at this moment, but why it's been spread, far across. And what happened was, I have none to prove to fucking anybody. I have none to prove, to anyone on this earth. Literally, if the volcano fucking came to life and became a monster and tried to pretend it was God, I don't have shit to, pretend to him about, because I used to dance with all the people in cosplay as my fucking favorite characters, and I was Steph the Kid on the dance floor. Before I died, literally, before I got 30, I was Steph the Kid on the dance floor. There was so much shit I did before 30, it wasn't even fucking funny. And that was the running fucking gag. And, literally, that's when I was 24. When I was 24, I had fucking everything. And the walk I had with A.O. Lyrical, literally, I had a daughter named Akira, so when I got, falsely accused, or when they tried to bribe me into it, literally, I had an R. Kelly going on, and it was fucking crazy. Before I got into the whole thing, my uncle being my best friend, and I love my uncle to his death, that was a secret, that I kept to the Oodie Booty Doo, if you're fucking wondering. But anyway, I was a model before I was a voice actor, so it was out of pocket. And the rules of how domestic violence goes is that if you have something like a model, I torture you in the hood. And that's, pretty self-explanatory. But what fucking isn't is, you doing things like Henry, but not allowing it to hold weight because you're too fucking scared. Like I said, multiple times through Morse code, that you're not even mentioning the fucking party. You're keeping me literally in the shit. You're flipping like fucking Shinobu. Fuck the little Japanese story that I use, to go up the mainstream media, knowing that gangster could do something up front. But when you get older, something is already, installed. So anyway, this is, what I have, to tell you guys. This is the screen rant, that I have to put out there because there's too much fucking information. You have a big misconception from me, before 30. Subscribers or anything, literally, whether you are, a LC or anything, you have to recognize that literally this is everything. I was the fucking shit before 30, because 24, I knew how to work out, and then 25, greatness happened, and then 26, literally I can go all around the world and pretend to be Sasuke. But the actuality is, you can't do the same thing before 30, and I absolutely had everything in plan. That's why I left with something on paper, and I left with something, in the mail